Good morning, everyone. This is As Mohammad Khan. I welcome you in today's segment. In our previous segment, student, we have discussed about the five kingdom of classification. There are the five kingdom of classification, student, in which the first group is Monera, second is Protista, second is Plantae, fourth is Animalia, fifth is Fungi. So these are the kingdom that we will study one by one. So today we will discuss about the first important kingdom, that is Monera. Monera is the group of living organisms, student, that are found in our surrounding. Everywhere they are found, in air, water, soil, utensils, everywhere they are found, but we can't observe them with the help of our naked eye. And this group living organism, the group of these living organisms is known as Monera. And the living organism that come in this category are known as bacteria, student. So today we will study about the bacteria. Yes, student, it is the first kingdom that covers the simplest living organisms. And what is special about this kingdom, student? They have the different type of cell if we compare those cells with other living organisms. And that cell is known as prokaryotic cell. That's why this group of Monera is also known as prokaryota. Means kingdom Monera is also known as prokaryota. And this prokaryota group was introduced by a great scientist, Antoni Leeuwenhoek, because in the first the living organism that was seen, it was seen by Antoni Leeuwenhoek, student. That's why we can say that the living cell was discovered first, and it was discovered first by the Antoni Leeuwenhoek. Now, this group of Monera covers all the bacteria, and these bacteria's study is known as bacteriology, means the branch of science that deals with the study of bacteria is known as bacteriology, student, bacteriology. And it is also known as microbiology, because bacteria come in the category of microbes. That's why the branch of science that deals with the microbes, it is known as microbiology. Now in this, student, we will study about the bacteria, means the Monera deals with the bacteria, and these bacteria are categorized into three types. First is it includes bacteria, second it includes archaebacteria, third it includes eubacteria. Means these are the three groups of the bacteria, student. The shape, there are the different shape of the bacteria are found, means they have the different type of shape. So in the bacteria, if we categorize them, then they have the four different shape. First, Vibrio bacteria. Vibrio have the coma-like shape. Second is Cocci. They have the round and spherical shape. Round and spherical shape. Third is Bacillus. They have the rod-shaped structure, student. That's why they are known as Bacillus. Spirillum means they have the spiral shape or curved shape. That's why they are known as spirillum. And these spirillum bacteria also have one important structure in them, and that important structure is known as flagella, student. And that flagella help them in the motion. Now they have the both type of nutrition, means the bacteria have both type of nutrition, autotrophic as well as heterotrophic, but most of the bacteria shows heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Now we come on the next branch of the bacteria, and what is it? It is archaebacteria, student. Archaebacteria, and it is the most interesting group of the bacteria, student, because these bacteria can survive in the extreme habitat or extreme conditions or adverse condition they can survive. And due to survival in the adverse condition, they are grouped in this group, student, and it is known as archaebacteria. Now these archaebacteria have the three branches. First is halophiles, second is thermoacidophiles, third is methanogens. Now first is halophiles. These halophiles group bacteria are found in salty water, student, especially in the marine water or salty lakes they are found. Means these bacteria can survive in the salt. As you know that the salt have the high concentration, means if we dissolve the salt in the water, then that water or that solution have the high concentration. Due to having the high concentration, they can't survive, means the microbes can't survive in that water. But these are the bacteria that can survive in the salty water, student. Salty water, they can survive. Means their body or their particular structure can't show the osmosis, because they have the more strongest cell wall in their surrounding. And their cell wall, means all the bacteria cell wall, student, is non-cellulosic. Means they have non-cellulosic cell wall, and their cell wall is made up of special type of polysaccharides and amino acid. And if these bacteria are found in the group, then there is another protective layer is also found, student, and that protective layer is made up of gelatin, and that protective layer protects these bacteria from the extreme conditions, like some medicines that are known as capsule, and that capsule is also made up of gelatin, student. Gelatin is a special type of protein. So they have the two covering, first in the form of polysaccharide and amino acid, and that is known as cell wall of the prokaryotes, and second is their outer covering that cover their colonies, their group, and that is made up of gelatin. So halophiles bacteria can survive in salty water. Like this thermoacidophiles, these thermoacidophiles bacteria can survive in the extreme heat, student, in the high temperature. With this, they can also survive in the more acidic conditions. Means if the pH is less than 2, then they can survive in that. Around the pH 2, they can survive. Next is methanogens. Methanogen is the group of bacteria, student, that produce the methane, and it is found in the animal dung. Means this bacteria is found in animal dung, and due to which it decomposed the biodegradable waste and release the methane. Means in releasing the methane, the bacteria that help those bacteria come in the group of methanogen, because they release the methane. That's why they are known as methanogens. Means they generate the methane gas, and methane is known as biogas, and that biogas is used as fuel, student. Now we come on the next. eubacteria. You miss eubacteria, student, and they are found in both type of habitat, terrestrial as well as aquatic, and they also show both type of nutrition, autotrophic and heterotrophic. Now we come on the first group of this, that is cyanobacteria. That group of cyanobacteria is also known as blue-green algae, and it shows autotrophic mode of nutrition, and with the help of that autotrophic mode of nutrition they can make their own food because they have photosynthetic pigment in them. With this, next is heterobacteria. Heterobacteria have the heterotrophic mode of nutrition, and they are generally used in the industries to settle the curd or to make the yogurt. Yogurt is made by the two bacteria, student, and first is lactobacillus, second is streptococcus. These two bacteria are used to make the yogurt, and yogurt have the similar type of structure as curd, and it is generally used in the European countries as curd. Like in our India, curd is prepared in the industries, but in the foreign countries or European countries, they prepare the yogurt with the help of this bacteria, this eubacteria, and that group of bacteria is known as heterobacteria. And in this, there are the two bacteria comes. First is lactobacillus, second is streptococcus. So these are about the heterobacteria. Cyanobacteria plays very important role in fixing the nitrogen, student. And in this, nostoc and Anabina are the examples that fix the nitrogen around the soil around the plant's root, student, inside the soil. So it is about the Monera, student, and Monera is the group of bacteria, or it is the kingdom of bacteria, student. Now there is one bacteria have very small size if we compare it with other bacteria, student, and that bacteria name is mycoplasma. Mycoplasm have the smallest size, and that mycoplasm is also known as PPLO. This P for pleuro, this P for pneumonia, L for like, O for organism. It is the smallest bacteria, student, PPLO, and this question is generally asked in the competitive exam, that which bacteria have the smallest size. So it is PPLO or mycoplasm. So it is about the Monera, student. Now you will try to learn this important kingdom, because this important kingdom plays very important role in the environment. Can you tell me that? They work as cleaner or scavenger of the environment because they decompose the biodegradable waste, means the biodegradable waste that we throw outside from our house. Then those biodegradable waste are decomposed with the help of prokaryota, student, prokaryota, or from the bacteria. That's why this particular group is very important, and it is also used in the industries to prepare the medicines, especially the antibiotics, curd, yogurts. They are used. That's why it is very important, student. Try to learn it. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.